Alright, so this may be the most important video you'll ever watch when it comes to SEO. And a lot of SEOs, they don't like talking about this because when they do go over talking about this, they'll just tend to gloss over it and skip over it as much as they can because they believe it doesn't make them look good in the eyes of their audience and especially their clients. And it's going to be a lot harder for them to sell their services. And you've got to remember, SEO is already hard enough to sell as it is. Imagine saying to someone, hey, pay me money and I'll maybe put your website on Google organic search. Now, I've done SEO for a lot of businesses, whether that's your one-man business all the way to a multi-billion-dollar corporation and everything in between. And I remember when working at these marketing agencies, when something wouldn't go our way with some rankings, we'd all come together, whether that was the SEO, the devs, some general marketers, we'd all come together trying to figure out what went wrong as well as what are the fixes for this. And sometimes we couldn't always figure it out because there's not always a rhyme or reason for something going wrong. And that's one of the realities of SEO. That's one of the luck elements that's involved in SEO. Yes, there is a pretty big skill element in SEO, but there's also a chunky luck element. Now, tell me if you've been here. You've been on YouTube or Google search and you've stumbled upon blogs and videos and you've seen people talk about, hey, I made $100 a day, just 6 months blogging. And then you see someone who's been in this for just a couple of years, 2-3 years, and they're making 10K a month. I mean, personally, I remember watching those videos years ago and I just felt like shit, essentially. And you probably feel the same way, especially with the current turbulent times where sites are getting hit. People are always reaching out to me, asking me for audits, and essentially I'll break it down for them. But here's the reality of things. There's not always a rhyme or reason for it. And when you see these people publishing their income reports and their case studies, you just ask yourself, how the hell did they get there? They haven't been doing this that long, yet they're doing a hell of a lot better than me. And I think we all feel like this. I thought I was alone at first, and then as time went on, I realized, oh wait, there's a bunch of other people who feel like this as well. Essentially, you put your entire soul into something, so much work, yet the fruits of your labor is at a minimum. Essentially, you're not getting what you think you deserve, you should get out. And essentially this video is basically going to give you a better understanding of how to deal with that, how to understand that and what to do with it and how to progress essentially. So first things first, you need to stop approaching SEO as a lifestyle business. Work a few hours a day and then I can just chill on the beach, right? We've all seen those ads and those YouTube gurus. Hey, buy my heavily discounted $997 course, which is currently on sale. But let's face it, it's always on sale, right? Instead, this needs to be your approach. You need to approach it as a skill because it is a skill. You need to give it, now hold on to your hat here, you need to give it at least 5 years of learning SEO. And I mean dedication and hard work of doing SEO day in and day out. But the gurus don't tell you this because it doesn't sound sexy, right? Who wants to do that? Work hard for 5 years and then possibly get some results, right? Because we know there's no guarantee to it. You can't package that up and sell it in a course essentially. So that's why I say take a skills approach. This is something people don't want to hear because it doesn't sound sexy. They'd rather buy that $997 course and then just hope for the best. And guess what? After that doesn't go well, guess what? Move on to the next thing. Okay, what's the next course? What's the next thing I can focus on? Whether that's niche site blogging, whether that's e-commerce, whether that's drop shipping, whether that's Amazon FBA, there's always a new thing. It's shiny object syndrome. And this is why most people fail to make money online. They can't stick to one thing at a time. I remember when I first got started, I was all over the place, but the magic only happened when I focused on one single thing, and that was SEO. I'm just focusing on that and getting really good at it. And now when I apply for a job, it's a hell of a lot easier for me to get a job. It's a hell of a lot easier for me to get clients. And the best thing you can do is find someone who's already done it and work for them, right? And I understand it's easier said than done. And for me, it was working for marketing agencies. And this was tough. It took me a year to find one because this was pre-COVID, when working online wasn't really a thing, where you can just do it every day. But a year later, I eventually found someone. But again, I understand that not everyone can do something like that. And when I was working my 9 to 5 job, after I finished, well, guess what? I was working on my own projects, on my own websites, as well as helping my own clients. And of course, I understand that not everyone can do that, because that's the reason why business owners hire me, because they don't have time to go out and learn SEO. They'd much rather leverage someone else's skills. So one of the options you have is make a career switch. Now, obviously, again, this isn't for everyone, because let's say you've been working hard at something, you've been working your way up the ladder, and now you want a career switch. Well, guess what? You're going straight back down that ladder. So you've done all that work, and people can get away with this. I know one guy, he's a single guy, that's what he's doing. But if you've got a family, well, guess what? This may not be a viable option. So the next thing you can do is hire a consultant. So for example, I was getting clients through cold email, and it wasn't that great. It was very difficult. I hired someone, paid them about £360 or $500 for an hour of their time. Yeah, it was quite expensive for me at the time, but that hour helped me a lot. Essentially, he clarified things for me, and I'm still using that advice till this very day. So hiring a consultant can help massively. But what if you can't even afford a one-time consultant? Well, the next thing you can do, and you may have already guessed it, is basically persevere. Keep going, keep trying, keep making those mistakes, keep learning, and you just have to keep repeating that process. It's either you succeed or you learn, and that's the loop you're going down. And again, that takes years to do. And what's equally as important is understanding when and how to pivot. Google's constantly changing. Well, naturally, you're going to have to make some changes as well to your own business model. And here's the thing about SEO and any skill in general. When you're a beginner, well, guess what? It's all cool and nice. You're going up and up and up and up because you're learning so much. You're like, wow, this is great. And then guess what? As soon as you peak out of that beginner phase, well, guess what? That's when you plateau and it starts to go in a straight line. I remember feeling like this, feeling like I'm not progressing at all. I'm not learning at all. I'm watching all these tutorials, but I just don't get it. It's not that I don't understand what they're saying, but I just feel like I've kind of learned it and I don't understand what's next. But eventually, you're going to break out of that plateau and you're going up and up and up and up again. And guess what? You're going to hit another plateau. I remember a few years into SEO, I thought, man, there's not really much else for me to learn. What else is there? And then I remember working for a marketing agency very briefly, and I got exposed to a hell of a lot of stuff. And then I realized, oh wait, I'm just at the very tip of the iceberg. There's so much beneath it that I haven't learned. And years after that, well, guess what? I still know there's still a bunch of things to learn. Even though I've come a long way, 8 years of hard work, I would say more than 8 years, because I haven't been treating SEO as a 9 to 5 job. There's still more to learn. And essentially, you're becoming a master, and a master is an eternal student. There's always more for you to learn. But again, that doesn't sound sexy, but it's the reality of things. Give it at least 5 years to get pretty decent at something, working on your own sites. And again, highly recommend try and work for someone else who's already done it. And if you're looking for the SEO consultant route, you can hire me. But if you can't, you don't have the money, I'd highly recommend checking out the $1 billion SEO audit. I've used this on lots of different businesses. Now, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I think this is the best SEO audit guide on the internet. And if you just understand this guide, it's nearly 14,000 words long. Guess what? You're going to be better than most SEO when it comes to your understanding of it. And again, this is 14,000 words, but there's no fluff inside it. It's always straight to the point, and you can just give it to someone else as a checklist if you really want. I personally use this to train people, to train interns. I just give them this guide and say, okay, have at it, and that's going to help a lot. And yes, you will get emails after, but I promise they're highly valuable. So if you are in that place of you're seeing everyone else succeed, you're not alone. I can tell you that for sure. I've felt that way a lot. But guess what? A lot of these people, or a lot of these gurus that you're seeing show these people off, a lot of them are just handpicked. And yes, some of them have worked hard, well, I wouldn't say some, a decent amount have worked hard and have managed to find that success, which is, hey, great for them. Try not to compare yourself to other people, and obviously that's easier said than done, right? I find myself doing that a lot, but that really is the best piece of advice I can give you when it comes to not feeling like shit, despite you working hard and you're not seeing the results that you think you deserve. But you essentially just keep at it, keep going. And if you need my help, I'll leave a link in the description below.